And we are live. It looks like we are live. Here we are, and it is Friday. We're looking a little different, but we're feeling a little bit the same. It's Maximilian, also known as Indodica, and you're with Entree Music Cabal. Yeah. Here with my really good friend, Adibody, music producer, singer, songwriter. And we are today focusing on how electronic musicians are totally changing the game with
Mm.
the way that we are presenting our music. We're creating new experiences that you can enjoy, that we're also enjoying. And we have a really fun announcement to share with you today, Adibody and myself. But before I tell you what that is, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Indodica. I used to only also say my name is Maximilian. But the difference is, in case you're wondering, Indodica is the name that I use for singing and songwriting. Indodica has none of Maximilian's problems. So when I'm talking about music, most likely you're looking at Indodica. Anyway, let me pass over the microphone to my friend Adibody.
Hey, my name's Adibody, and big fan of Endotica and big friend as well. And so happy to be here. I'm an audiovisual artist, so I have both worlds in audio, but also in visuals. Run my production studio, but also mainly, I'd say my number one thing is music composition and production. So I agree with Maximilian, or excuse me, Endotica, and so many ways that electronic music is changing. The way we interpret sound, or pushing the boundaries in so many ways, because I'm doing it all the time, and that's kind of what I do as a sound designer and an EDM artist and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to do this one and another episode that we have together, and yeah, happy to be here. Oh, I think you unmuted the wrong mic.
Oh my
There it
gosh,
is.
too many microphones. Mm-mm-mm. Um, yeah, so I'm very excited that we were able to get together today because I feel like we crossed an important threshold in terms of collaboration. And friends, I know you've been waiting to hear us say this for a long time. Adibody and I are ready to
Hey.
collab. Files have been sent, files have been received,
Uh-huh. It's gonna be
and
fun.
yeah. So, Adibody, you want to tell our friends a little bit about what they can expect?
Oh yeah, well right now we're getting it set up. I got the files over here, and I'm also going to be setting up a project that kind of gets some of my fun sounds and sound design, like basses and custom things like that, like a drum kit and all that, to be able to attack the project really fun and fluidly. We can do it all live right here, and kind of pass the baton back and forth between what we're doing, as far as like, one, I have Endotica stems that I can pick something from, make the music from that, do some production, send it back to her so that she can then do some songwriting on top of that. And then, we do back and forth until we have a nice production on our hands. And to me, I think it sounds fun because, we're going to have, it all live so we can see what's going on. But I also like the element of kind of like, you could finish one song in 10 years, or you can finish one song in like one episode. So it's like, right. And so
Yeah.
it's good to have that creative limitation to push to get it done, and for all to be here live for everyone to see.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Adibody, you hit on something that so reminds me of a lesson that I learned in art class when I was just a baron. Let me share it. So when I was in art class, so for friends who are curious or don't know this, so I was born in Los Angeles, California, but for some of the time when I was growing up, I spent some time in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Mm.
And while I was there, I went to a really special school. And this school was not even really just an arts school, but it was a school that highly praised the arts. And they cared so much about young artists that all of my art teachers were professional working artists.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I learned from the best early on. And my art teacher, I checked, and last I checked, she still was teaching. And so, these
Mm.
things, these lessons are in deep. And the thing that I learned that day was because I was learning to make things from clay. And so the teacher was telling us, don't be so precious with the clay, because she was explaining to us like, that it was going to be fired, and once it was fired, we weren't going to be able to change it. And it must have been a wave of worry that went over the students' faces, because she told us that the best students are the ones that make a lot of pieces,
Mm,
not the ones that make the best pieces.
yeah.
So volume has a lot to do with success.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's definitely true when it comes to songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So I say all that to say I'm a one episode of song type of a gal. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying?
We'll be getting them out. Yeah. No, that sounds super.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. And yeah, I'm down to do some songwriting on the fly,
Mhm.
until we get something like, sticky. Uh, I'll just keep throwing things at the wall, but I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
when we hear something, we'll be like, oh, that's it, and it's probably going to be something ridiculous.
Oh
How
yeah.
many, right? One of my favorite stories out of Body is that story where you're like, yeah, I was just going, and that was everyone's favorite part.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone, stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
so much fun. But Adam, I know he's got so much that he's got going on. He already told me he's gonna jump early today, but but come on back next week, because we're gonna be together and we're gonna be making some music. He's got some things queued up.
We'll
He's
do it.
got the sounds. He's got everything ready to go. So we'll be
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
And so, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Thanks so much for having me on. And yeah, I got to bounce, but yeah, this has been fun and can't wait to get into it.
You're the best. Thanks for showing up. Love you, out of body.
Bye. Much
Bye.
love. Peace.
See ya. Amazing, amazing. Well, and I know you're probably wondering why there's two of me. Um, that's because I had some technical unexpectedness. I won't even say difficulties. I'll just say some technical deficiencies. No, but it is like that. But hey, that's why we have multiple cameras. That's why we have multiple microphones. One microphone doesn't work, I just turn on another one. So that's how it is. They always say two heads is better than one. Anyway, I'll be right back at you. I have some really exciting things to share with you that I've accomplished musically this week. And as I'm not short on time, I'll come back in a leisurely episode and share all that I've been so selfishly keeping to myself. I look forward to seeing you very soon, friends. Take care.